Hi everyone, Ian here from NCR. Welcome back to my channel. So this may be a collaboration, or it's just gonna be a piece that I'm gonna release later. If this is not the collaboration, then this one will be the piece that I entered in the collaboration with Cathleen from Cos Creations and Britta from Clayton Designs. I'm a little on the fence about this one. I think it's gonna be really nice when I resin it. This is the wooden panel, so I am gonna resin it. There's some really neat details. I don't know if you can see them. There, where there's also cells in the black. I really like that, but it's a little bit dark. So what I think I did wrong, even though it doesn't show as much through here, so let's see what happens. But I used a TLP Athena with the two colors that we had to use. We had to use Quinacridone Nickel Azo Gold and a red, and I chose the Porridge Posse paint, red Barn Shimmer, and the golden Quinacridone Nickel Azo Gold. And then I chose this Athena TLP, and that was very pink. And my first attempt, it was just, most of it was pink, or the pink was way too predominant. So I poured over it again, and this is what I came up with. But now I'm gonna try to replace it with a different color, lighter colors. So let's go through the colors. As I said, we had to use red and Quinacridone Nickel Azo Gold. We also had to use a black base coat. So my base coat is Amsterdam Oxide Black. And then I have the Porridge Posse paint in the red, the Barn Red Shimmer, Barnes. And then I have the golden heavy body Quinacridone Nickel Azo Gold. And then this time I have chosen again a TLP, but this time the Brulee. Can you see it? I think you can, the Brulee. So that's what I've chosen. This is a thicker pour, because I'm gonna pour it on a pillow here, and then I'm gonna swipe it and spin it out. So the paints have all been mixed with a German equivalent to the European Floetrol. As you will probably know, the European Floetrol is much thicker than the US Floetrol, and this German equivalent, which is called Malverk, is a tad thicker. So it's even thicker than the European. So I've mixed it more or less 1 part paint, 4 parts Malverk pour medium, and then I've added GAG 800 to all of them for consistency, and some of them more than others. So the heavy body paints, well, they're actually all heavy body paints, but some needed a little more than others. But I ran a drip test, and as you can see, they all are more or less exactly the same, so it should all be the same. So let's just get to it. Let's just start painting. Oh, one thing I failed to say, I'm gonna use Australian Floetrol mixed with Amsterdam Oxide Black for a cell activator. And maybe just quickly walk through again if this is gonna be the entry for the collaboration. I have a collaboration today with Cathleen from Cos Creations and Britta from Clayton Designs, both wonderful friends of mine. And yeah, we decided to just have a small collaboration here on the 3rd of January, just to ring in the new year. And this is maybe gonna be my entry. I'm sorry about this, how indecisive I am, but we'll have to see how this comes out before I actually decide. I have a feeling this one will be my choice, but let's just get to painting and see. So first I'm gonna pour a healthy portion of the base coat. and spread that out a little bit. This is a spinner that I got from Jessica from Winterstorm Art. Thank you, Jessica. When I was in Dallas last time, she gave me this. I think this is a medium size of hers. It's really great. It's very low to the surface, or the where you put it on, so that means that it doesn't actually, you can see this is where I did the other spin for the other piece that might be the entry, and this is as far as it actually spreads out when you spin it, so that's great. It doesn't fly all over the place. Anyway, back to the painting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down the three colors that I have, and I'm going to try to put them down reversed. So that means that I'll make two halves, one with first the red, then the Quinacridone, and then the Brulee, and then over here the Brulee, the Quinacridone, and then the red. And we'll see how that actually changes the outcome. I'm also going to try to swipe one way and then turn it around and then the other way to see how that works out. This is not how I did the other one. First I'm going to burst some bubbles. What I also failed to say is the wooden round, I've gessoed it with Acrylic Studio Gesso Black. Delicious. Thick. I'm not going to show you how thick it is, but it's thick. But yeah, it covers really great, and I just didn't want the wood to actually show through the pour. I don't think it would because the base is black, but who knows. So let's see, let's first try to do a is that more or less even? I think it is. Okay. Then on top of that, we'll put the Quinacridone Nickel Azo Gold. Now obviously, because I only have three colors, this Quinacridone will be in the middle on both sides, but I think what's going to make the difference is really the darker on this side and then the very light or bright white-ish on the other side. That should make the whole difference. So, and then we'll do a square here. So yeah, if I didn't already, I don't think I said it, the criteria was that we can only use two colors, the red and the black, the red and the Quinacridone, and then we choose one ourselves. And I did the Brulee this time, the TLP. And then the swipe. Just gonna cover my palette knife here with the wow, I'll try again. I'm just gonna cover my palette knife here with the cell activator, which is 1 part paint and 2 to 2.5 part Australian Floetrol. Now I'm gonna try to hopefully, I'm gonna start in this side and try to leave a little part of this for the other side, but yeah, let's see. Not a lot of reaction there. I don't know. Oh, wow. So, this was not the Australian Floetrol. There's still reaction. Interesting. It was actually the base coat. It was a little thicker than I expected. Wow. Okay. Well, let's see the difference. Interesting that it's still, that's actually very interesting. I actually like those cells. So, I've managed to create cells without using Australian Floetrol in a swipe. That's very interesting. Now going back here. But that's of course also why I didn't really have any reaction. This is really cool. Huh. I think I'm just gonna let it sit here for a little while to react. How interesting. Right now, I'm actually partial to this swipe. I do like this part over here as well. This was a mistake, but I love the reaction. I would like to leave, like I did on the other one, I'd like to leave some of the black negative space, if possible. I think it should be possible here and there. Maybe I'll just add a little more just in case here as well. I mean, there's plenty of paint on here, but so I've let it develop for 5 minutes. I'm still really happy about this mistake. That is really interesting. Now I have to figure out what exactly it is, because the Malverk normally doesn't just sell up like this. It's possible that it's because of the GAG 800 that I added. I don't know. But it's very interesting and very awesome, especially for us Europeans, if this is actually possible, because then we don't have to get the Australian Floetrol. So let's try to spin it and see how it works out. Just giving it a light spin first. Doesn't really need much. As you will see, it is beginning to reach the edges. And I like what I'm seeing, because it seems that I would like I said, to keep the negative space here, maybe here. I'm gonna try to move the weight of the paint a little over here, because I would like this to stay on. Yeah, it's moving very fast to the edge, so maybe I won't be able to. Oh well. That's okay. I just think it looks very cool with that cloudy effect. This part, like on the other one that I made, it's just too, there's not a lot of contrast in there. And now what was that one? Was that the part where I had the red at the bottom? No. I think that was actually this part. So, okay. So that means that the one you put on the top is gonna be the most predominant part. Good to know. Okay, so I'm definitely not gonna have much negative space here. And if I do tilt it back, I'm gonna lose that. But that would give me a little more negative space there, and and eat up some of this. How do I like this? Well, I love this one. And I'm really surprised about the outcome. I like this part much better. I'm gonna have to experiment more with just using my regular Malverk mix for swiping. I guess I've just never done it. But those cells here are much more interesting than these over here, if you ask me. So, I hope that you enjoyed this. I will show you the wet results. I'll just take you down in a little bit, and then I doubt that I'll have time to show you the dried results because our collaboration will be tomorrow. This will not be dry tomorrow. This is a wooden panel. There's a lot of paint on here and it will not dry, and I also have to upload the video, of course, so I'll have to show you the dried result on my next video. But yeah, right after me, over to Britta. Please go and check out her pour. If you're not already subscribed to Cathleen and Britta, which I'm sure you are, but still, if you're not, please do subscribe to their channels. Thank you for joining me here. You all have a great day. Take care. Bye. So here's the wet result. I'll just take you down for a close-up. Love these boulders. This is the part that was done with as a mistake, with my regular base coat as a swipe. Amazing boulders, amazing cells. The selling, everything, really surprising. Love this little thing here, can I zoom in? Not really. Come on, there we go. This is the part that was done with the Australian Floetrol, and I'm normally very fond of the Australian Floetrol and the cells, but compared, I don't know. I really don't know. I do like this part. Come on, zoom in. There we go. Sorry, I don't know. My autofocus is seemingly out of order right now. But yeah, that's the wet results. Zoom in, there we go. Okay. Have a great day. Bye. So this is the almost dried piece. There's it's still a little wet in the center, but dried really nicely. Again, these cells are the ones that were made without the Australian Floetrol, and down here all this is with Australian Floetrol. I'm not sure if, I think this part also, that part I really like. But yeah, that's the dried result.